Prayojana. Prayojana means what is the goal of speaking about this topic. So you have the adhikari, the student is a person, a worthy student, to impart the knowledge to. You have the vishaya, what is the subject matter to be related about. Third, you have prayojana, what is the goal in discussing this matter. Someone asked me a question last night, and I asked the person if you were serious, and the person says yes. Because I was unsure, honestly, Om Shantiyo, right? The person is here too, so I'm not picking on anyone. But I asked the question, do you really want to know the answer to this, or are you just joking around with me? They said, no, Pandit, I'm serious with you. So when I realized the person was very serious, I gave them the answer. Because if the person truly does not want to know the answer, then why share it? Right? What is the goal of acquiring that knowledge? And the last one is sambandhana. What is the relationship between the subject matter to be spoken about and the adhikari, the person who is to receive that knowledge? What will be the relationship between those? And these four factors have been taken into consideration, if you will, and Yamraj finds Nachiketas to be a worthy recipient of this knowledge, even though he's such a young child, 10 to 11 years old. Many of us are not ready to receive that knowledge. And devotees, Yamraj begins to speak to him. And what is the third boon? Did I even say it? I didn't even say it, so let me read it. Nachiketa says, he says there's a doubt about a man when he is dead. There is a doubt, oh Yamaraj, about a man when he is dead. Some say that he exists. Others says that he does not exist. This I would like to know and be taught by you, the answer to this question. This is my third boon. So he says there's a doubt, does man exist or does man, or is man really dead, you know? And some people say when a person dies, they don't exist anymore. Do they exist or don't they exist? They're living, they died. We had a funeral. We performed shad. Is that person still existing or have they died? I want to know the secret to this. And that is a very detailed topic. Right? Anyone who's heard me read about the Panchakoshas and the 5 coverings of the body and what it covers the soul and everything like that, we would understand how we are not this body. And I don't want to take up too much time to go into that. But the thing is, devotees, we must understand who we are. Who are we? And let me just summarize for you. There's a nice phrase that a priest has said, a French priest, I believe, I forgot his name. And he said that, unfortunately, we think that we are human beings in this world, living a humanistic life, trying to become spiritual beings. The priest says, but it is exactly the opposite. He says that we are not human beings trying to have a spiritual experience, but we are already spiritual beings that have come into this materialistic world, having a momentarily humanistic experience. But because of the process of birth, the mind has been clouded, and man forgets who they are, and man thinks that he is or she is this body. The body is made up of the Panchatattva's, the 5 elements. They will come and they will go. Just as how you place things into fire and it will burn, the body will come and it will go, if you will, devotees. And understanding this, we must understand that we are not the body. We are not the body, and we should not be attached to the body, if you will. There's a beautiful thing that Yamraj says, I'm just looking for it here, and he says that, I'll just say this and close, if you will. He says that the Atma, the self, is the chariot's passenger. He's telling this to Nachiketas. O Nachiketas, know that the Atma, the true self, is the passenger in the chariot. He says, know, Nachiketas, that the body is the chariot itself. Know the self is the passenger in the chariot, but know that the body is the chariot itself, the Lord says. Know the buddhi, know that the intellect is the driver of the chariot, he says. Know, O Nachiketas, that the mind, the manas, are the reins that holds the horses. And know, O Nachiketas, that the indriyas, the five senses, are the Ghodas, or the horses then, right? The horses of this chariot. And he says, know that the objects that are perceived by the senses are the chariot's path, if you will, right? And this is a wonderful analogy or teaching that Yamaraj gives when he says, know that the self. Have you ever driven in a car with someone you're sitting, what they say, co-pilot, right? Sitting co-pilot. You're sitting in the passenger seat, and the other person is driving, and the other person was watching the road. What are you doing? You're looking for them. You're looking to see where they're going, where they're taking you. Look out for that bus or something coming, or that truck coming, or this car coming. Watch out how you're changing lane. Be careful of that person crossing the road, right? What do? Imagine you sitting in the passenger seat, and you are the passenger in that car, right? As a passenger in the car, do you trust the driver to take you where you want to go? If you trust the driver to take you where you want to go, you wouldn't look around or anything like that. You understand? But if you don't have full confidence in the driver, you'll be looking around and watching for them, and you'll be mashing the brakes instead of them, and there's no brakes for you to mash, because you don't have full faith and confidence in that driver. In the same manner, the self resides in the chariot of the body, which is the heart, the spiritual heart, as we related the other day, right? And the body, if you will, right, is the chariot, and the mind that has a consciousness is the driver. And we have to be able to control our mind if we have to drive our chariot, our car then, or our vehicle, whatever you want to say. You want to drive it to reach a destination of, let me just say, heaven. Right? So we have to be conscious of this. Yamaraj continues to speak words like this. Time is going, my wife is looking at me, so I need to finish up. And but I would like to say thank you to all of you for coming. I've seen many of your faces all 3 sessions. I do hope I've tried my best with the time I've had allocated to me to read Upanishad Katha to you. I hope it has been beneficial to you. I thank my buddy Dara, Sister Pearl, for sponsoring this Yagya, asking me to read Katha to you. To Panditji, Pandit Sunil, he's around, he's probably behind me, I don't know. I would like to thank him as well, because he's one of the elder Pandits in this community. At one point in time, it was Pandit Deo, Pandit Sunil, and myself together with my Guruji, Pandit Mahesh, in this community. And we're all together, we all know each other very well. And I thank him as well. He has a beautiful mandir. Everyone support him to the best of your ability. We have to lift our community up. Pandit Lakshman is also here. He's here 2 nights as well, 2 sessions. I'd like to thank him as well for attending. To all of you, I've grown up in this community for many years. And of course, like I said earlier, I was kidnapped and then moved to Rahway. But I want to thank all of you for that growing up in this community. And I've seen many of your children grow up and see the wonderful talent we have in Jersey City now, in this community of New Jersey. To my mother, my family all, thank you all for supporting me. My wife is my Sahaj Dharmani. She's there to always support me in Dharma. As I've said to Anand, I just look at him and he knows what to play really, and I enjoyed his dolak for the year. Although I never really know him, my son always looks up to you. Uncle Anand is the first one to bring the djembe that I know of. And of course we always see things from other people, we try to adapt. And my son always sees him playing the djembe and he wanted a djembe. And it was going to be his Christmas gift. But then, the talk was for the Yagya, so he said, okay. So I told him to always watch Uncle Anand and listen to Uncle Anand, and let Uncle Anand teach you. He looks up to you, especially playing dholak and these arts. Family as well. Thank you always for supporting me. You're no stranger to myself and to the community as well. To Rajesh and all my godchildren that are here as well. Thank you for making the Yagya successful. Devotees, it's always a sad time when we have to close the Yagya. But think of the brief teachings that we've had. And as I've said, these are just a few verses that I put together. The Katha very detailed.